Okay, we'll go ahead and get started here. Welcome, one and all, to Rogue Live, where we return with some more strange horticulture. I don't remember if there was anything that we should investigate at the moment, so let's go check out this swampy area. I found a plant here already. Excellent, okay. Fantastic. So we are at the end of day 8, I think? Yeah, day 8. And oh no, it's not the end of day. I just saw the little bell light up, so oh, there's a spooky little pumpkin friend that showed up. That wasn't here last week. They moved my plants around to do it. But there's spooky little pumpkin friends. Look at this. Look at these adorable spooky pumpkin friends. Honestly, they kind of remind me of my kids. There's my eldest. There's my second eldest. And there's the baby. Yeah, yeah, that definitely fits their personalities. All right, let's get this customer. I'm sorry, Hellebore. I know, I startled you. Poor kitty. You see it, it's... lady, I'm not even gonna have to pretend. I'm not gonna pretend to know what the heck you're talking about. Elderfinium. Elderfinium. Do I have Elderfinium? Apparently I do. There you go. Elderfinium. And for that, we get an entry on Larkshine, a plant with a powerful defense mechanism. It releases stinging barbs triggered by a light touch. The pain is said to be unbearable and could last for several days. Sometimes confusingly called kidney flower, this is thought to be a reference to the kidney-shaped seeds, there and there, held within the spiny pods that grow on the plant. Okay. I'll just move my pumpkin buddies up here so that they're, safe and happy and out of the way. Pet the kitty. All right. Do we have anywhere else to explore? Let's go explore this lake. All right. Getting some sass from the protagonist, I see. All right. Your mom was into horticulture. You found this among her things. Not sure what long Meg could mean. Also, did not realize the game capture was not broadcasting audio, so that should be improved. Golden Light. Start at Long Meg, South 3, East 2. Long Meg. I think that's the sisters up, or the daughter's stone circle. 1, 2, 3, East 2. Should be there. The river is in its youth here, flowing swiftly through the rocks with a melodic gurgle. Among the tall grasses that line the riverbank is a much more unusual looking flower. New plant! Also, I don't think my SFX... Yeah, let's just drop this down a little bit, because that is still pretty obnoxious in my opinion. Like, yes, it reduces our ability to hear hellebore purr, but... Okay. Now, they just told us what that was. Golden light. And since I don't know what it does, I'll leave it as a yellow label for now. Yes, yes, Long Meg. I don't remember if that thing has anything on it. No. Maybe we'll find out something about that later. Do 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 do. Oh, Long Veracund, huh? Oh, I have all these plants over here that I haven't identified. Maybe because I don't have the book entries for them. Long Veracund. There it is. Oh. Oh. That's not the right plant. Okay. Let's see here then. Sometimes called Witch's Remedy, the Long Veracund is believed that small leaves grow in pairs along the stem. I mean, that certainly fits the bill. So does this. I guess we could try that. Okay. So that's Long Veracund. Good, I'm glad you can feel it working. I misspelled it. Caldery. The uses of Caldery are not well known. Some say it has applications in dark magic, but this author has found neither substance nor specifics to back up those claims. Those who worship the huntress Arduinia place the flower as an offering to ensure a successful hunt. It grows from a thin stem with small leaves. Okay. Let's correct the spelling on that, because it will bother me otherwise. Okay. I mean, maybe that then? Could be Caldery. Take a look at our other plants. Small leaves, thin stem. I mean, maybe Caldery? Maybe. Maybe. Here's one thing I want to see about. I wonder if this could lead us somewhere. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. We put that there. And then maybe... Okay, that doesn't tell us anything. What about the places that we can see? Huh. See if that does anything. Characters, the mound of grass and gravel. What a waste of my time. Wow, we're getting really sassy. Good to know that I can have the archive open, though, and it'll let me see everything. Okay, sure, okay. Amos, you're the guy who writes us all these letters. Been on the road so long, you'd start to wonder if you were still on the other end of the letters I'd been sending. Yes, we have been, along with our pumpkin friends. Back in town for a few days, though I wanted to give you these before I forgot. Give us what? Oh, a pocket of an overcoat that belonged to Uncle. Alright. Bunch of notes. Oh. Hey, we've got the other one for that. Okay. Okay. We have a puzzle on our hands, folks. Pull out the magnifying glass. Take a look at what we got here. Uh-huh. That matches there. This matches here. So does this match over here? It does! Okay. And then we'll get that symbol. And the 4-petal. Downward bell. And the 3-petal with the stamen. Ooh, okay. Don't know what that could be. Medicinal herbology. Blackhall Road, Kendall. Robert Barrow. Trimblehuff. The trimblehuff is traditionally used as decoration at weddings, though it is thought to strengthen relationships. A cross-section of the small cup-like flowers generally point downwards to avoid filling with water and allow easy access for pollinating insects. So like dancing ladies. And Devil's Night Trap. Or Nightcap, excuse me. Plant colloquially known as Corpse's Friend. If ingested as a seed, it will cause a slow, agonizing death, and the plant will grow out of the body once deceased. Huh. I feel like there's something in mythology that behaves the same way. It has a light, pleasant scent not dissimilar to pine needles. Boiling the root in vinegar creates a tonic against fevers and poisons. So like many things, sometimes it'll kill you, but if you prepare it the right way, it'll help save your life. A Briar's disc, often called a smuggler's disc, is a simple device that can be used to send coded messages, the location of cached cargo, for example. The principle is cunningly straightforward, but the code is undecipherable to prying eyes. Both parties must be in possession of a disc of identical size with the same symbols etched around its edge, and a map. To encode a location, you would then place the disc over some named point on the map nearby, and note whichever symbol is pointing to the location. So this is our Briar's disc over here. That's the Briar's disc. It may be necessary to string multiple symbols together, but you can use this method to reach any other point on the map as required. Okay, and we can put these away. Robert Barrow, Medicinal Herbology, Blackhall Road, Kendall. Well, looks like we're going to Kendall. I find the medicinal herbology shop off Blackhall Road. I know you, says the man behind the counter, Robert Barrow, presumably. You're the owner of Strange Horticulture. 2 hours later, after a lengthy and engaging discussion covering a variety of botanical subjects, we decide on a trade. It turns out Robert is a collector of unusual fungi, and I have just the thing for him. He wants some copper Caledonian. That's Wandering Boo. Did I identify copper Caledonian? Copper Caledonian. Ooh, and we get a trio of plants in return. Yay! That still seems really loud. Can someone in chat let me know if that's, like, really loud? So what is this coin, then? 1813 Gosforth with a tree. Interesting. I mean, that's much smaller than our Briar's disc. Okay. Let's see. Can we identify those plants real quick before we move on? So let's see here. Candlewood. Red flower. Provides a shielding effect. Long thin stems grow among tall leaves. Rather unpleasant scent. Overpowering sickly sweet scent. Old books. Purple flowers, long leaves. Wonderful descriptions, protagonist. Fantastic. Best descriptions ever. Light, pleasant scent. Not dissimilar to pine needles. We'll see about identifying those later. Simone, nice to see you. Would it seem like something we might find interesting? Oh, well, yes, perhaps. Maybe it'll have something to do with the Briar's disc. You found about clearing out the nook off the east wing. Baylock's Elixir. Made from the crushed petals of 3 distinctive plants, Baylock's Elixir is a potent aid to memory, allowing those who drink it to ensure that they retain important information that they will never forget. Bottle this and give it to students. They'll pay a lot of money. Care must be taken after drinking, however, to avoid the fate of Grey Gale, who slowly lost her mind after taking Baylock's and staring at a blank wall for 12 hours. Yeah, that'll do it. I mean, that'll do it. Okay. So there's 3 flowers here shown. Okay. Well, we'll keep a hold of that. We'll keep that in the letters section. We'll see what that does for us. And in the meantime, we'll move on to day 9. In Tibet, a noble elder stood silently watching starry skies. Sure. A young woman alone in the world, she was taken in by the sisterhood and given a home. It was a chance for redemption, a new start. In Tibet. In Tibet. Okay. So where is Tibet? Arnside, Endmore. Rasmere, Ambleside, Tibet. I guess we'll go to Tibet. You wouldn't think, following the modern railway line into Bay, that this once prosperous village was once a home to a notorious prophetess. Mary Baines, a local witch, haunted the locals with her tales about the end of the world. Although such prognostications may seem quaint nowadays, her grave in the churchyard is still avoided by all in the village, and nothing grows there. Well, that didn't solve our clue. That's... A noble elder stood in no. Nothing down here, nothing, you know. Stood silently watching starry skies. Maybe that'll make sense in a little bit. Simone, help this make sense. Help this make us make a sense of this. Okay. Some fever kiss you want. Fever kiss, she says. Well, let's put the copper Caledonian away. Fever kiss. We got that around here somewhere. Just gotta figure out where it is. What's Fever Kiss look like again? Book. Red berries provide an energy boost, so this would be in one of my provisional identifications. Ah, yeah, there we go. Yay! Mountain Astery. Promotes an aura of confidence and persuasiveness. Large cup-like flowers produce a stale, damp smell. Well, we know what that is. Where did it go? Mountain Astery. That is this bad boy. And you can now go over here. Okay. All right. Noble elder stood silently watching starry skies. Is there something over here that I can see with this? No. Any thoughts, chat? Maybe I just need to investigate the town again. Maybe it's time sensitive? Maybe I have to wait until closer to nighttime? No, let's try just investigating the town again. Okay, nothing. Alright. So yeah, maybe I need to wait until nightfall. Like the end of the day. I wonder if this candle like burns down as we go. Yes, we've seen the woman in the jade mask. You think that's unusual? Buddy, you should see some of the other stuff I've got going around here. Beckfoot candle. Oh, I get it now. Okay, we can go to some of these places. Okay, so Kentmere Eye. So where's Kentmere? Kentmere. I follow the bearing of the eye and end up in a small forest north of Kendal. The woods are thick with briar and brambles, but amongst the tangled undergrowth, a type of flower is flourishing. And we got another random new plant that I don't know what it is. Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay. So that's Kentmere Eye. Okay. Alright, I get it now. I get it now. Let's see if I can build up some will to explore here. Okay. And then Beckfoot Candle. So where's Beckfoot? Where is Beckfoot? Mama Cat, thank you for that resub. Now, you've not seen Beckfoot on the map, have you? There's Beckfoot. Okay, Beckfoot. And then Candle. The Candle leads me east of Wastwater. To the north of the mighty Scafell Peak grazes the sky, the tallest peak in England. The challenge beckons to me, perhaps another time. And we get another plant, which I believe we have some information in the book about. Is that Devil's Nightcap? No. Leaves and small purple red thin leaves. Wary of those spines. Yeah, we should be. Because there's one of these new plants. Grantium? No. What was it? Not Mountain Astery. Wild Coal? Might be this. Trimblehuff? No? Darn it, I know there's one of these that it was talking about, like, the spines. Wasn't Mountain, maybe, was it Larkshine? Larkshine! Larkshine. We'll give this a red tag. Okay. You again. Trying to learn as much as you can about the beast that has been rumored to have been seen in these parts. Alright. In the old world, they called this thing the Servant, but people here seem to have forgotten the name. Except the group calling themselves the Seeds of Redemption. They are something I did not expect, and have made it clear they want me to stay away from the Servant. They seem to worship it. But I'm getting distracted by my Dranthium supplies are low. Dranthium. Yes, we can see that you like to use that Dranthium. Okay. Let's see. We got it around here somewhere, I think. Yeah! Palliance. Most plants offer a small improvement to air quality, but Palliance is in a class of its own. It's sometimes called sweet breath thanks to the freshness of the air in its vicinity. The many short leaves of this plant are thought to help filter toxins from the surrounding air. Okay. I don't think we have anything in particular that might fit that description. Alright. Let's go see if we can do Scafell Peak. Shattered rock debris and weathered boulders line the root up Scaffold Pike, a name believed to be derived from Old Norse Scalifjall, which translates as the fell with the bald summit. As I arrive at its rocky top, looking out over all to see, that name seems particularly apt. The beauty of this place is not lost on me, a place for the gods if there ever was one. Yeah, the candle doesn't seem to be getting any shorter, but maybe that's just me. Hey, Chuckle Duck. Nice to see ya. I crept around the black comb 2 nights ago in the pitch black. That eye bright is some potent stuff. I could see clear as day. Up on the fell, I found a shallow pit full of skulls. That sounds ominous. Some deer, fox, badger, and some human. There was an eerie silence about the place, and every part of me was screaming to get out of there. Hope clearly you listened. Back down on the flat, I would say it has been less flagrantly abusive this week, yes. Okay, so the woman in jade, with the jade mask, has something to do with this hideous beast. Yeah, you sound like you're out of depth. Yeah, you should speak to Verona. While I'm here, I'll grab some wild coal for my pounding head. Well, we think this is wild coal, do we not? Purple berries. Purple red berries. I mean, that's the best description we got. Hey! Correcto. Norwood. A bite of the crunchy root of this plant has the effect of a cold bucket of water thrown over the face, an unpleasant sensation accompanied by sharp focus. It is claimed that Norwood releases spores that are invisible to the naked eye, showing up only under unnatural light. Ooh. Okay, so we'll have to check it out with this device here momentarily. Let's label the wild coal. I said label the wild coal. And we'll put that over here. The golden light should be over here. I don't know what it's doing over there. This should be over here. And the lark shine should be with the deadly, deadly poisons, although in this case it's not so deadly. Alright, let's see. Any of these? Uh-huh. Okay. What was the name of that? Trimblehuff? That wasn't Trimblehuff. Norwood? Norwood. And now that we've ID'd that, it can go over here. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay. Yes, more subtly abusive, I would say. Okay. In Tibet, a noble elder stood silently watching starry skies. Oh, it is a very, very interesting game thus far, Chuckle Duck. Definitely worth the asking price, and they just released the sequel. I think that last week. Yeah, last week. So, you know, there's that. The sequel is Strange Antiquities. Okay. A noble elder stood silently watching starry skies. I mean, I feel like this is trying to communicate something, obviously, but I'm not seeing what it could be communicating. Nothing around Tibet. We use the rares disc. There's nothing really that... Yeah. We can't go to the moon side. The star is out of reach. The eye is out of reach. I don't see anything on here that might represent an elder. Other than maybe the Ankh. Sure, we'll go the path of the Avatar. Because I'm grasping at straws, that's why you went there. I'm grasping at straws. Amy, make it make sense. Someone told you about a mushroom that produces a thick milky liquid that would help relieve his stomach pains. Okay. Let's see here. Bishop's Parasol? Yeah, Bishop's Parasol. So that is... over here? Yeah, there's my Bishop's Parasol. There you go. Although really you should be seeing an herbalist for that. I'm just here for finding rare plants. Verona. Make it make sense. Well, he saw some things, Verona. Okay. I mean, I see no reason to impugn on the man's character, but sure. You know what the ritual was? Okay. It all adds up. Great. Summoning spell. This all sounds really bad. Yeah. Yeah, this sounds really bad. So they summoned a thing. The Gilded Dendra got you really thinking? A little light reading for us. Yeah, something tells me there is nothing light about this. You're headed back to Greasdale Forest because the Sisterhood will know. Okay. It has many names. Some call it the Woken Dendru, believing it to be related in some way to the deadly Gilded Dendra plant. Others call it the Night Stalker, the Miasma, or the Dread, but the most common for it in the Shires is the Servant. You'll have heard of it. In children's songs such as Keep the Fire Burning and Servant and Master, there are hints of it in older stories, but nobody alive has seen it in the flesh. It is said that the dead ground northeast of Tibet, where nothing but black Digitius mortis grows, was caused when the Servant last walked our lands hundreds of years ago. Still didn't solve the clue, though. Okay. Okay, fine. Let's build up some will to explore and see if now that the candle is out, that means it's nighttime, and so, you know. Yes, it is very nice when everybody agrees on names that are terrible. I mean, it's like, oh, this thing has been decided upon by multiple cultures that it just is not fun. Alright, let's try Tibet now that the candle is blown out. Maybe it's nighttime or something. No. Okay, no. I've got nothing. This is the first time I haven't been able to solve the clue. In Tibet, a noble elder stood silently watching starry skies. I mean, it sounds like it's describing a tree. But there's no tree on our disc. Yeah. So I don't think this has anything to do with the disc. There's nothing on the map that you can see with the lens. It doesn't make any sense. Well, Chad, if you've got any thoughts. I'm willing to hear them. I want to give it one last shot before I end the day. In Tibet, a noble elder stood silently watching starry skies. Saying our clue card doesn't have anything on it either. The map doesn't have anything that would suggest. I mean, I guess I could just try the other map squares around Tibet. Okay, no, I'm just getting sass from the main character now. All right, fine. We'll end the day. Maybe there's something else that will help it make sense. Pull our new clue. It's blank. Every day she attentively followed the teachings of the Arda. Every day she patiently performed the tasks given to her. Every day, thoughts of the book itched away at the back of her mind. She should probably get that taken care of. So what? We got a blank card because I couldn't solve the problem? No. Okay. A secret uncovered is a secret no more, 2 miles north of Foxfield. Well, at least this one makes sense. Ugh. 2 miles north of Foxfield, okay. Where is Foxfield? Right? Now the game is sassing me. There's Foxfield. 1, 2. 3 ravens circle above, their caws and croaks cleaving the silence. An omen. I take what I came for and leave. And we get another strange-looking plant. Right? Mind itching. That sounds like something you should get, you know, seen to by a physician. One from your librarian friend. Okay, what does Simone have to tell us? In reference to your question the other day about Long Meg, I'm afraid I do not have an answer, but Calder Abbey has a wealth of knowledge on local lore. If you ever go there, the monks will request a plant from you, but they won't tell you what they want, a sort of test. They've never allowed me in to look through their stacks. Well, they allowed us in. Oh, that's annoying. Let's take a look at the Great Oak again, now that we've got this key, or this coin. Because it had an oak tree on it. But nothing. Fine. That's right. They must just not like you, Simon. Oh, the Sisterhood are trying your patience? Well, why don't you translate this clue for me, because it's trying my patience. They keep secrets for hundreds of years. If ever there was a time to share them, it's now. I know a way to defeat the servant, some ritual or weapon or something, but their stubborn pride won't bring them to ask for help. I won't sit idly by and do nothing. It's better to have a little chat with this new Arda. You want some mountain astery to take with you. Okay. Okay, some mountain astery. Chuckle Duck, thank you for the resub, good sir. Much appreciated. Mountain astery. Okay, well, let's real quick refresh our memory. What does mountain astery even look like? Ah, we haven't definitively identified that one yet, but it's this. Good. Good. Weeping Bell. Ah, Weeping Bell. I know that Pokemon. A plant that is believed by many to lead to gold. You'll have about as much luck searching for the end of a rainbow. The soft-frilled leaves can soothe insect bites and stings. It's also known as Golden Light and Fool's Hope. Well, let's go take a look at our unidentified plant stash. Jagged leaves. Okay, so that's not it. Purple flowers with a gentle scent. That's not it. None of those. I don't think I have any unidentified plants over here except for this bad boy. The cemetery thingy. Okay. Alright. Well, we want to explore again. This is really annoying me. Because it's not like, you know, we can even follow the moon on that. Because it doesn't, like, it goes off the map. I might actually have to look this one up. That's frustrating. I don't like not being able to solve that problem. Mr. Green, I have finished the designs you asked me to work on. Be very careful unwrapping these. Some of the glasswork is quite delicate, and I have taken great care transporting it. Oh, we can finally brew elixirs using ingredients from our plants. Patterson's Guide to Fatal Fungi and Their Antidotes. Spring waxcap, sometimes fatal, can usually be cured by taking hopcart boiled in vinegar. Sunset mountcap, generally not fatal in small doses, used crushed leaves from sour bandy to cure. Bishop's parasol, often fatal, can be remedied using the sap from lemon dandy. Copper Caledonian, often fatal, no known cure. Farmer's worry, often fatal. An antidote can be made using royal gentian. And then, of course, our elixir here, Baylock's elixir. This kind of looks like winter boar. Here. Yeah. Imagine that. Lots of mushrooms are fatal. Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk? Right? 5 petals with 2 stamens that are sharp. Okay. Well, let's look at our plants here. Do we have anything that fits that description? Because this also could be Mellow Glow. This here could be Mellow Glow. That's 6 petals. And they're rounded. I'm not seeing 5 sharp petals with 2 stamen, although that looks like it could be this, but they didn't draw the stripe. Maybe we don't have all the plants needed to make this elixir. Wouldn't surprise me. Okay, cool. So we have the ability to, you know, go and do some crazy, you know, alchemist simulator stuff. You spoke with Verona Green. Excellent, good. Of course it's bad. If the Dendru has awoken, then it will come for us. We have to place an offering at the altar of Arduinia. There is the altar of Arduinia. Of course, she can't just give us map coordinates. No, no, no. She's got to be all mysterious. Although, okay. Seems Beth has been able to keep her fellow sisters away from this part of the forest, for now at least. The trees are thick here. Old, too, the altar seems to belong here, as much a part of the forest as the gnarled trunks and twisting roots. I have to place an offering to the goddess Arduinia, and we can use either Ember Soul or Caldery. So Caldery to ensure a successful hunt. Ember Soul given as an offering in return for Sanctuary. We'll have to think about this for a little bit while I take a little break. Actually works today. All right, I'm back. Ember Soul or Caldery. I think we'll see if we can get a good hunt. Ooh, that was neither Ember Soul nor Caldery. Okay. Razor sharp leaves. Thin stem with small leaves. I don't think I have anything else that fits that bill. There's Embersoul. Evulium. The scent it produces considered overpowering by some, but is said to stimulate the senses and rejuvenate aching bones. Okay, so this is Embersoul. This is not Caldery. Who knows what this is? I'm being harassed by loonies. Exactly, Chuckle Duck. They're shouting redemption. They're going on about how they're going to set it free. They can take what their seeds of whatever woken something or other nonsense and stick it with it. Uh-huh. Okay. You just want to tend your garden. Yeah, they came at me too. You want some lark shine. There you go. Be careful. Lyle of Neptune, also called Truthsayer. This plant will force... I clicked and it went into the book, and the book ate it while I was still reading it. That's frustrating. Forced a person to tell the truth. Sparsely petaled pale flowers give off a strong scent. Sparsely petaled pale flowers give off a strong scent. I do not believe we have anything that fits the bill for that. Right? Apparently we have developed the will to explore, but I don't know what to explore. Let's try this mountain by Tibet. Nothing there. Okay. My frustration. Oh, and it's the end of day. Of course it is. Well, whatever. We'll end the day. End the day. Move on. There's holes in this card. In time, she learned that the sisterhood had secrets, or had she always known that? Had she come to them by chance, or had she sought them out deliberately? She wasn't sure, but by now she knew what she wanted and she would do anything to get it. Precisely. Dread something or other, I don't care. 902 and 803. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense either. Wait a minute. Haha! Okay, there we go. There. The impressive ridgeline of the Crinkle Crag stretches across the full width of my vision. Days like today are worth being alive for. A colorful plant stands out amongst the moss. Oh, that is definitely colorful. Leaves are smooth and soft underneath. The large stamen seems to be the source of that acerbic odor. Hey, Knight. You were promised horticulture and not geography, and here you are getting both. Despite not knowing what either of them means. Okay, wasn't there one of the things that we just read that talked about, something having super soft leaves? Soft, long leaves for Fennec. Learning is scary, and you hate it here. No. Many short, pretty leaves. No. Devil's Night Trap? Light, pleasant scent, like pine needles, so that's not it. It's not caldery. We've already identified candlewood, or at least I think we have. That's right. Ignorance is your safety when it comes to the cosmic horror. I'm such a nerd. I'm spending all this time in this book trying to identify this random plant that I picked up. It's not Trimblehuff, that's for sure. Weeping Bell? Soft frilled leaves. Those are not frilled leaves. Okay, we don't have an entry for that flower. Yes, that's right. Hugh Piccolo. Nerd! My old man reckons there's a plant what can find pots of gold buried underground. Yeah, Weeping Bell. The plant that I literally was like, I don't know what it would look like. Soft frilled leaves. Soft frilled leaves. Purple flowers with a gentle scent. That might be for our elixir. Dark purple flowers, overpowering, sickly sweet scent. No, I'm not seeing anything with soft, frilled leaves. I don't think I got what you're after there, buddy. They do lean real hard on those piano keys. Yeah, I don't have this. I mean, I'll try this. It's not gonna be right. Yeah. Can I just send him away? No, I don't have this plant. Because this is eyebright. Right. Okay. If I screw up one more time, I'm gonna have, you know, a problem. Okay. We have a problem. A shiver travels down my spine. My mind is broken. Okay, now we have to solve a puzzle. Cute. Okay. Yeah, let's just pull that out of there. Gotta love mind-breaking puzzles. Or mind-breaking effects. Get that out of the way. That goes down here. No, not there. There. That goes there. This goes there. That piece goes here. There we go. Our mind is whole again. Excellent. Oh, and we completely lost the day? Did we lose? Did we have to start? I guess we had to start the day over. Okay. I mean, that's fine. I just this is still bothering me. I'm open to theories. There, chat. Yeah, I'm not mad, you're mad. All work, no play, make Homer go crazy? Don't mind if I do! Oh. Let's try the very tip of that mountain. Maybe... Okay. Yeah. Still cannot make heads or tails of that. Now, if this guy comes in asking for that plant again, we're gonna be, you know... Yeah, no. There's no such plant. It doesn't exist. Yeah, I don't have this plant. Right. My botanist spent the day licking things off the walls again, Dad. Like, seriously. I mean, granted, you know, this isn't the first time where something has, you know... Well, we have not definitively identified candlewood. So let's take a look at this. Bright red flowers at the end of thin stems. All right. Soft frilled leaves. We know it's not this. Have we definitively identified golden light? Wait. Am I dumb? I'm just dumb. We had it the whole time. Lesser Meriadoc took. The round flower head of the Meriadoc is made up of smaller yellow florets. A single drop of the strong-smelling sap from this plant can utterly drain a person's mental faculties, rendering them slow and uncomprehending. You know, or just being arcane rogue. That also will do it. Alright, let's change that to the proper name. I feel so stupid. Alright, Lesser Meriadoc. Have we definitively identified Gandhi root? I feel like we have. That's not what I wanted. Yes. So that identification is confirmed. Same with the Worryless. Same with the Fennit. Okay. I don't have any other yellow flowered plants, so we do not have that. Exactly. I'm the kind of person whose luggage code is 1234. Alright. Alright, Tabay. You will not defeat me. A noble elder stood silently watching starry skies. gonna start exploring all the area around Tibet. Nothing. I have a task for you that would greatly aid the seeds of redemption. One of the Dreyer is in town, and we know he's paid you a visit already, no doubt feeding his habit. We suspect he's here to hunt the Dendru. If he returns, give him some of this. That's the plant we just got the book entry about, isn't it? Yeah. We take a look. Yellow flowers, very strong aroma, slightly aniseedy. And anise is a licorice smell. Okay. Customer. Amos Duncan. Heading out on the road again before you leave. You wanted to store some valuables in a safe. Well, do I look like a bank to you, Amos? I don't trust myself to remember the combination, and I certainly don't trust myself to write it down anywhere and not lose it. Uh-huh. You want Baylock's elixir, and I don't have a Baylock's elixir, because I haven't been able to identify the plants involved for Baylock's elixir. Oh, no. Welp. I guess we're gonna try things out. There's one of these plants that is supposed to be like a memory assistant plant. No. Not Caballia. Not Candlewood. Dranthium, maybe? Where's our Dranthium? Does it look like any of the... No, it doesn't look like any of those. Not Ember Soul. Forest Camphor. Harlequin Blue, no. Jacob's Worth, no. Lady of Summer, maybe? Would Lady of Summer fit the bill here? Where is my Lady of Summer? I know I have some. Let's give it a try. Lemon Dandy, no. Lesser Meridoc, no. Hmm. Maybe Maiden's Sorrow. Maiden's Sorrow. Definitely identified it. Now, where is it? Let's see if that does anything for us. Okay, we definitely made a mistake somewhere. Cute. Okay. I mean, this does look like one of the right plants. So now I just need to figure out what the other one is. The other two are. Mellow Glow kind of looks like this one over here. We need something with like pointed blossoms. And 5 petals. And yet, could be Lesser Maridoc? No. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know if I have all the flowers I need for this. I don't think I do. Because it's definitely... That's probably Eyebright. That is probably Eyebright. That is the only one that looks that way. I don't think I have this one. And this is the only one that looks like that. Huh. Okay. Maybe it has something to do with that clue that I can't solve. I mean, sure, I'll try that mountain. That was E31. Okay. Dang it. So maybe this mountain. We'll try that mountain. next. See if we can solve this clue first. Maybe that holds the flower that we need. Suppose it's possible. You know, it would be great if I could tell somebody to leave and, you know, just leave. Try that. 2 plants from that. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, and would you look at that? That is exactly what... I think that's exactly the plant we need. Where's that other one? Yep, great. Fantastic. Here you go, boss. Spring wax cap, edible mushroom with some mild medicinal properties, but is there any valuable description there? No. Feeling a little frustrated. Oh, at least we didn't use up our elixir. That's nice, that I don't have to make it again. That's pretty cool. Okay, Alice. Sweet smelling plant with small purple flowers. You need it for reasons. Sweet smelling plant. Dark blue flowers. Long barricade? No. Solomon's scepter. That was a heck of a description. Please, help me find this plant that, you know, deep blue flowers. Okay, great. What about this? Ooh, 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 ooh. Is this the air freshener? Yes. That's got to be Palliance. Yeah, right? What? Don't you impugn... How dare you? How dare you is... Okay. Oh, yeah, because you would be Verona's daughter, wouldn't you? Huh. You're drawing a blank when you try to find anything. It's like somebody's messing with your head. Lord Fremont's archives would be a good place to look. Okay. But how dare you suggest I'm not feeding my kitty? Uh-huh. Lord Fremont's archives in Muncaster are home to many ancient and esoteric scrolls covering a wide variety of subjects. Okay. Muncaster. Where is Muncaster? Muncaster Castle, there we go. Follow Fremont's manservant deep into the vaults of the castle. 2 hours later, I have still found no mention of the servant. On the verge of giving up, a name grabs my attention, the Woken Dendru. Didn't Verona say that was another name for the servant? The Woken Dendru is loyal to the summoner and who becomes its master and can bend its terrible power to their will. This servant is assumed to be immortal since it has no known vulnerabilities, but that does not mean that it cannot be defeated. Many hundreds of years ago, a site of ritual importance was created near Black Combe to the south of the Watcher, the Great Oak, and the Dendru was ousted from this world. Unfortunately, although we know that 5 plants were required for the ritual, the specific plants were not known. Alright, so we need 5 plants, but we don't know which 5. That's great, because it's not like I don't have a ton of plants sitting on these shelves. You want some Norwood. Okay. What does Norwood look like? We've got too many bleeding plants. Right, you're the one that releases spores that no one can see. So that should be pretty quick there. And for that we get Daisy Dock, a simple potion that will grant it courage can be brewed from the leaves. It's said that ancient warriors would take it before going into battle. Great. That gives me nothing of consequence. It tells us at the beginning of the game to ignore the drawings because they're not going to necessarily be helpful or accurate. And yet, here I am wondering if this is Daisy Dock based solely on the leaf drawing. Like, ugh. And then again, with Devil's Night Trap here. Right here. Light pleasant scent. Acerbic odor. Is that supposed to be pine needles? I mean, it could be. Maybe. Possibly. Maybe. Possibly. So yeah, one thing that, is a little frustrating about this game. It's like, there's a lot of contradictory information, and then the descriptions here are not helpful. I'm just gonna call that, like, dead man's fingers. Dead man's hand. Oh, they're beautiful deep blue flowers. Okay, great. But like, do I have something here that's so yeah, mild frustration. Kind of like that clue from the one day. It was like, what, First letter of the Latin name of a plant known as golden light, the number of petals on a lucky caballia flower. Okay, that also fairly straightforward. That'll give us a map grid. When her chance finally came, she did not hesitate even for a moment. Afterwards, when the Arda was dead, she felt only elation. Years after she had first laid eyes on the book, she had what she needed. we found was the Weeping Bell. Nope, too far. So, L. Number of petals on a Caballia flower. 6 petals. L6. On a lucky Caballia flower, that's 7. L7. Okay, so L7. There we are. I amble through the meadowlands, stopping every so often to examine any wildflowers that catch my eye. Buttercups, daisies, cowslips, red clover, knapweed, cat's ear, and hidden among them something new for my collection. Excellent, new plants acquired. But are they plants that we can identify? Yes, game, I am aware that I can drag items from my desk. The flowers are blue. The flowers are blue, chat room. Somewhat pungent. Excellent descriptions. Thank you, protagonist. You were attacked in the night by the servant. Uh-huh. I think we might have messed up then. The forest came alive and drove the beast back. Arduinia saved us. It's the only explanation that makes any sense. We cannot do this alone, and we must not allow the servant to get its hands on what it's looking for. To defeat the Woken Dendru, keep it safe. Use it wisely. You'll know how to open it, of course. Will I? Huh. Why would I know how to open this? Oh. I probably need, Clavilium? Where's Clavilium? The Jill Valentine of plants, the master of unlocking, the lock coal of plants. No, seriously, where's my Clavilium? There it is. Follow the Dudden tributary to its source. Okay, whatever that means. First is the corpse's friend, a reminder. Then comes the ankle grabber, the binder. Third is the Fearbringer, fourth to lift a curse, last a petal to secure Blackblood's reverse. That would be the 5 flowers we need to banish the servant. So now we know what the 5 flowers are. Follow the Dudden tributary to its source. Okay. River Dudden. So this would be the Dudden tributary. I've never seen this plant before, and here it is growing in abundance. Yay! I randomly found a new plant. What does this plant? Somewhat damp smell, dark red flowers. Okay. Again, not really telling me much. But maybe it's one of these. Since the note was tucked in the box. Yes, the Sisterhood has been attacked. Oh, the Seeds of Redemptionists got all excited about it, did they? Foxfield Trident. Okay, that involves our little friend here. Where's Foxfield? There's Foxfield. Trident. The trident points me in the direction of some foothills northwest of Swinside. The path leads you over a ridge and into a dell. Here a plant thrives, sheltered from the wind. Well, now see, that looks like it could be the thing. See, bluish purple flowers. But again, that could also be that, what we identified this as. Daisy Dock. You're going to Black Comb. You're gonna kill the servant. Okay, sure. Uh-huh. He who lives without fear does not live at all. That doesn't make a lot of sense. You would think that somebody living with fear doesn't live at all. You want some Ember Soul. Okay. What does Ember Soul look like again? Petals that are razor sharp, so that's that, oh, darn. It's over here somewhere. There it is. Widow's Woe, said to induce fear, also called Kempfoot, partly due to its unpleasant scent. Dainty dark flowers grow out from a bed of long, thin leaves. Smells sweet like rhubarb, that doesn't sound unpleasant. Dark purple flowers. Overpowering sickly sweet scent. A rather unpleasant scent. Uh-oh. I already forgot which, which flower that was. Widow's Woe? Widow's Woe. Dainty dark flowers, but those aren't dark flowers. Those aren't dark flowers either. Yes, the flowers are blue. Huh. Yeah, I don't seem to have anything that fits that bill. With an unpleasant scent. Your services. You own a small shop that specializes in... Are you the person who the sequel's about? Manuscripts for elixirs. Arnside Antiquities, 21 Orchard Road. Alright, let's go to Arnside. If I can find Arnside. Where is Arnside? It's Ambleside. There's Arnside. The dark exterior of Arnside Antiquities blends into its surroundings, a tailor called Jones and an ugly-looking haberdashery, to the extent that I walk past it 3 times before I find it. Inside, however, I am greeted by a world of intrigue and wonder. Old trinkets sit alongside faded books and manuscripts, while strange utensils and machines Their uses unfathomable occupy rows of display cases. It is some time before I peel myself away, returning to Undermere with 2 new recipes for elixirs that demand further study. The elixir of the damned. This powerful elixir is dangerous and extreme caution is advised. It is said to bring a person back from the brink of death, but at the expense of their soul. Those who have drunk it appear vacant and lost, alive but no longer really with us. And St. Quentin's elixir will enable any drinker to overcome their sense of fear, though it should be considered beforehand that fear is not always a bad thing. For example, it would be wise to drink this near to the edge of a cliff. 5-pointed leaf to grant courage, a red flower to protect the mind, a seed pod for luck. Okay. I mean, that sounds like sheep snap at the end there, a seed pod. Let's see here. Arbutum alacritas maculosus reticentia and mens fortis. So, Caballia. Where is the Caballia? Caballia. Maculosus reticentia. And mens fortis. Dranthnium. Where is the Dranthnium? I know I have it. I've given it to several people. That's Ember Soul. Where is my Dranthnium? There it is. Okay. So, Maculosus reticentia. Do we know what that is? Henchuck. Okay. Henchuck. Tubers bulb, unusual structure. Turns blue-green. There's Henchuck. Let's see if that's correct. That is correct. And that gave us the identification of Henchuck. Excellent. Elixir of the Damned. Just put that up there. Over here, we need to label Balok's Elixir. Okay. St. Quentin's Elixir. 5-pointed leaf to grant courage. Five-pointed leaf to grant courage. Daisy Dock? Eh, Okay. So we're gonna find out which one of these is Daisy Dock. Is it this one? Well, red flower to protect the mind. That sounds like candlewood, right? Shielding effect, protecting against all manner, yes. And a seed pod for luck. Is that sheep snap? Bring good fortune. Green seed pods of sheep snap have a hard outer shell, sound hollow when tapped. Bulbs of Bayonne. Is Bayonne on the map? I'm not seeing Bayonne on the map. Well, let's go to... Okay. Great. Green seed pods. I don't think we have anything that fits that description. So I don't think we can make St. Quentin's elixir just yet. So we'll just end the day. Endmore Raven Spider. Okay, so that's 2 steps on the disc. Equipped with the Arda's knowledge, she journeyed west to the stone circle. Unknown to her, she was not alone as she made her preparations. Okay. Let's see here. Pull out this, pull out the map. Alright. First steps first. Find Endmore. Endmore, Endmore, Endmore. Endmore. Raven is here. Spider is here. That's frustrating. What is this? Something 25. H25. Okay. Let's explore H25. Just double check that. Endmore, Raven, Spider. H25. The jackdaw croaks, hidden somewhere nearby. Strange shapes of old stones pierce the long grass. Among them, some plants grow. Hey, there's our sheep snap. Okay. Let's get that elixir going. St. Quentin's elixir. 5-pointed leaf to grant courage. Have to figure out which of these is Daisy Dock. Could be that. Could be this. We're gonna go with this one first because it's the new one. I'm biased. Red flower to protect the mind. That'll be candlewood. I said candlewood. And then this... They are in fact quite hard. Sheep snap. Hey! Fantastic! Okay. Where'd that elixir go? Okay, there. This is St. Quentin's elixir. And we'll just drag this over here and drop it with the other elixir. Okay. Did that correctly identify those plants in the book? That's a question. It did. Candlewood, sheepsnap. Where are you? Labels. You. Sheepsnap. And then you are in fact Daisycock. Which means I still have no clue what you are. Great. And we want to explore something? Okay. We can go to the White Scar Cave. We need Farmer's Worry. Do we even have Farmer's Worry? I don't think so. No. I still do not have it. Frustrating. Okay. Yes, we have heard of the masked woman. Power is not always a good thing. Yeah, at what cost? Listen, lady. Your in-law problems are not my problem. There you go. Have some Daisy Dock. Dead man's fingers. Really? Okay. There. I don't know if I like letters being delivered in unusual ways. The horticulturist, no less. Is this from those weirdos? If you know your plants, this letter is for you. Ah, here we go. Ho ho, so you got it working. Oh yes, yes, it works, it works. Look to the north of Bowfell. At the source of River Esk, nobody knows it grows there. It will be our little secret. North of Bowfell, at the source of the River Esk. So where's Bowfell? There's Bowfell. And this is the River Esk. There's the source. We find a plant we have never seen before. That is certainly an unusual looking plant. Bell-like flowers and heart-shaped leaves. That... That's a mushroom. I could have swore that we read about one that has this kind of upside down bell structure, but maybe we identified that already. I guess maybe we did. You know, I wonder, is xylem and phloem a term for mushrooms? Royal genitalia. Nah, Trimblehuff. Trimblehuff. Generally point downwards to avoid and allowing. So maybe Trimblehuff? Maybe, possibly, question mark? Hufflepuff? Maybe. 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 There's a lot of maybes going on around here. Okay. So there's a question. Inertus dulcis. Inert sweet? Inert sugar? Dark red fruit should not be ingested under any circumstances. Xylem and phloem. What do those words mean? Transports water and minerals. Okay, so it's transport tissue in plants. You know, there's the phloem. Okay, so that doesn't help me at all because it's not like I can cross-section these plants. Whatever. My husband likes to forage for mushrooms, but I'm worried about the one he's brought back from his latest venture. He's just been on a trip across the lake, exploring the woods to the west of here. He's got a bag full of odd-looking mushrooms that he says are perfectly safe, but they don't look edible. I brought one with me to help identify it, but he's hoarding them because... Or you would have. But he's hoarding them because he thinks I'm going to throw them out. Woods west of Undermere, across the lake. Okay. Are those my farmer's worry? I think those are my farmer's worry. I have a feeling those are my farmer's worry. Where's my watering can? Let's build up some desire to explore. And we'll try this White Scar Cave again. There we go, Farmer's Worry. I am surprised at how easily I am able to roll away the boulder with the help of Farmer's Worry. As my eyes adjust to the darkness, I discover several clusters of fungi growing there, reaching out desperately to the thin strip of light provided by the crack. And for that, we get the Twilight Lepotria entry. Do not be fooled by the pretty flower. The smell it gives off is quite foul. Twilight where shadows grow, take leaf and root and eye of crow. A plant of gloom and despair and dark magic. Okay. So first, let's label our farmer's worry. Very good. And yes, they are perfectly safe to eat. Let your husband have at it, although he's going to be quite fatigued. Alright. And let's collect our new plants. More mushrooms! Waxy reddish caps. Well, I think that is the wax cap. Spring wax cap. That sounds like spring wax cap. It looks like spring wax cap. I'm gonna call it spring wax cap. Okay. What about you? Dark and imposing. Strange. My fingertips feel slightly numbed. I don't know if we have another mushroom that needs to be identified from the book here. Ah, Simone, welcome back. Uh-huh. You've been looking all over the library. All you've discovered is a mold problem. Sounds like you need some fresh air there, lady. Sour Bandy. Sour Bandy can help with memory recovery, especially if the memory has been deliberately sabotaged. The name of this plant derives from the fact that it is, although edible, the large stamen is extremely bitter to the taste. Large stamen. Which of these plants has a large stamen? Maybe I don't have it. It's starting to look like I don't have it. Well, maybe I don't have Sour Bandy yet. I mean, it could be this, I suppose. My cousin will be married in 3 days. If you've got some Trimblehuff... Okay. Alright, we're gonna find out if this is Trimblehuff or not. That is not Trimblehuff. Understood. Alright, then... I saw another one that had this. There's the Trimblehuff. Okay. Glowhorn, or forest lantern, or pixie lamp is phosphorescent, illuminating the trees that it grows under. Okay. Well, I think we have that mushroom. That's Trimblehuff. This is pixie lamp. Oh... Glowhorn, right? Okay. Let's go exploring. Try this random spot. Move on. Eight miles to the east. Shepherd watched as she prepared the leaves and roots that she would require. He watched as the hours dragged by, the sun set, and she worked by candlelight, at times sitting still, at times moving like a dancer among the stones. The change happened suddenly, but also subtly. so that at first the Watcher was not sure that anything happened. Then he saw it. 8 miles to the east. Is that the Great Oak, perhaps? It's the same image on this coin. So is there a town called Gosforth? There is a town called Gosforth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gazing at the still water of the lake, its black waters draw me into a reflective trance. Here and there, flowers that I don't recognize grow along the bank. Okay, we got a couple more new plants. Thora Dunn. Uh-huh. Of course, now he's sick. You need something that would revive him, yes? So then he was eating some Farmer's Worry. Expensive severe fatigue. Often fatal. An antidote can be made using royal gentia. Phoenix. Royal genitalia. I mean, if you look at the flowers, they're a bit suggestive. Liverstone. Caution is advised when handling this plant due to the strong paralyzing agents contained within. That's the mushroom that was making our fingers go numb. Where is that? You? Yes. You. Take a look at this again. Okay. Yeah, that just is telling me about this. So that archive can... Well, let's not put that in the archive. Because that tells us the location for the ritual. Yeah, I told you that was a bad idea, buddy. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, dude, I would be done too. St. Quentin's elixir? Got you. Brittle. Coveted by the rich, pretty brittle is crushed to make dyes. Well, that looks like the other plant that I thought was Daisy Dock. Where'd it go? So many plants. You. Let's explore Meat Hop. On the outskirts of Meat Hop Village, I pass a large, attractive villa, which would not look out of place in the Swiss Alps. A number of people lying in basket chairs on the veranda. They are well dressed but very pale. One lady has a painful-sounding cough. I pass a discreet metal sign. Westmoreland Sanatorium. Of course. These are invalids receiving therapeutic treatment for their tuberculosis. Don't get too close. It's okay, Hellebore. Isidore Burbage, yeah. Wow. I know, pet dog. I punch dog. My bad. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll feed him to the servant. Sadgil Chalice. Alright, where's Sadgil? Sadgil. Sadgil. I don't enjoy this. There's Sadgil. I do not enjoy searching for things on the map like that. It reminds me of word searches from when I was in elementary school, and I did not enjoy those either. The chalice clue takes me directly south of Sadgil to a spot next to the river. Moss-covered rocks line the banks, velvet to the touch. In the moist conditions, a deadly-looking plant grows abundantly in the lush grass. Oh my! Om nom nom? Om nom nom. Reuben. Uh-huh. Yes. I am. Sort of. You want to help in any way you can. Excellent. You do not know where it can be found. Swift snare, yes. Small, heart-shaped leaves, the binder, ankle grabber, never let go are several of the names given to this plant that may give some clue as to its properties. Once ensnared, it's impossible to extricate oneself without help. So it has small, heart-shaped leaves. How about the plant that I thought was Hufflepuff? Maybe this is Swift Snare. Maybe? Possibly? Perhaps. Thaddeus. Read somewhere about a plant that'll lead you to gold. Drooping red flower and frilled leaves. Yes, yes. Weeping Bell. Ennis Aylford. Yeah, he sure is. It's not that I don't understand the importance. I just don't care. I am. I won't. Get out of my store. Crazy cultists. Okay. How about we go to Rydal Cave? Okay. Nothing. I thought maybe there was, you know, like a, oh, you could use that glowing mushroom. Decay gives way to new growth, from death, life. The cycle starts again. West of White Scar by the river. Behind the woman, a dark skeletal figure began to rise, and a low primal snarl sounded across the clearing. The shepherd turned and ran, cold fear coursing through his veins. He did not run for long. Okay. West of White Scar by the river. West of White Scar by the river. The sun-bleached skull fixes me with its black-eyed gaze. A reminder. From the chest of the skeleton, a plant grows. is... Well, we know what that is. That... We know what that is. Book. Book! Book. Book, 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 book. Is that you, Devil's Night Trap? Yeah, that's you. Your Devil's Night Trap. Or Nightcap. Devil's Nightcap. So I don't know which one I identified as Devil's Nightcap. But that identification is wrong. That we know is Eyebright. Yes. So somewhere in here, in our many, many plants, is something that I thought was Devil's Nightcap. But I can't find it. You. Don't know what you are anymore. Huh. Somewhat damp smell, dark red flowers. Is that Widow's Woe? Unpleasant scent. Dainty dark flowers grow out from a bed of long, thin leaves. Yeah, I think that's Widow's Woe. Yeah, it's a flower growing from a skeleton chest. I feel like there's something in mythology that does that too. Like that if you're poisoned by it, it grows from your body after death or something. But maybe I'm imagining things. Everyone's talking about the sisterhood and the servant. Somebody needs to do something to stop the beast. I was speaking to a woman from Ironside who told me of a cave nearby that locals stay away from. Apparently, there is a strange plant that grows there in the cave. It is believed to be haunted. She was vague. She said somewhere to the east. Clearly, we've already been there because it's checked off. Okay, let's see here. First is the corpse's friend. A reminder. Then comes the ankle grabber, the binder. That's Swift Snare. Fearbringer. Yeah. Last, a petal to secure Black Blood's reverse. So the antidote to Golden Dendra. Oh, you can't remember. Well, we have a plant that is supposed to help people with memory problems. I don't remember the name of it, though. Let's see here. Specifically, people who have had their memory altered. Not Caldery. Not Dead Man's Fingers. That's Corpse's friend. Similar to Salt. So the Elder Finium is the one that reverses the poison. No. Fever Kiss. Forest Camphor, not Fox Button. Not Glowhorn. Not Henchuck. Wait. Yeah, no, that's... Hop Heart, no. Lady of Summer, no. Not Larkshine. Not Liverstone. Norwood? Was it Norwood? No. Priddle? No. Wren. Not Sheepsnap. Not Solomon's Scepter. Ah, Sour Bandy. I wonder if it's this. See, large stamen. Okay. Oh, I see. It was like slipping into a dark pool. Icy cold, with who knows what terrors lurking beneath the surface. She tore me out and my mind went dark. You've not been yourself lately. Umbrella. A powerful balm against diseases of the heart. Will not be a cure once illness has set in, but can ease pain and prolong life. And a flower that smells of strawberries. Well, we don't have a flower that smells of strawberries, but we have a flower that smells of rhubarb. It's this. We do have a flower. Umbrella. Umbrella. Alden, your wife is dying. Okay. Okay. Plant-based. No. You don't want to do that. It can cost her her soul. Everything comes to an end. We should not meddle. Pretty blue flowers line the stems of this sought-after plant. It is said that if you give harvard to your beloved under the light of a full moon, you will both live long and blessed lives. I'm betting that's average. Althea O'Shea. Might be able to get a hold of some Liverstone. Yeah, what do you need it for? No, seriously, what do you need it for? I think I put it with the poisons. Didn't I? I sure did. Thume, pronounced tomb, This flower is sometimes associated with death. It's used as a fragrance in soap and candles. That is about the most useless description I... Okay. Understood. You can't control it anymore. You summoned the beast. Oh, you're one of the... Death, death, and more death. Yeah, I bet. I bet. You fool. No, I'm not helping you. You're an idiot. Where's the widow's woe? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Can't just give her gilded dendra, can I? Oh. You. That's right. Weaken her. That's what I'm doing. Known in the north as Andrew's Bane after the unfortunate demise of a man called Andrew Jardine. He was caught and slowly eaten alive by a large specimen of the tauren. The carnivorous tauren. Uh-huh. Probably the one that looks like a Venus flytrap. We'll just set this over here so it doesn't eat me. Let's see, we've explored that. Let's go to the Lowwood. Nothing there. Understood. There's been talk over the last few nights down the Royal Oak of a servant creature going around slaughtering people. Yes. Good. Decided to bring nature to me in the meantime. Few pixie lamps, eh? There you are. Enjoy your glowing mushrooms. Pennybell. Leaves of the pennybell are chewed by some for their hallucinogenic properties. However, it is highly addictive and can lead to sickness and death. Yeah, that's not surprising. Okay. To the east of the castle, across the river and through the mountain pass, it grows at the edge of the wood. She finally had the power she had craved all these years, a servant to do as she willed, but that power came at a cost. The servant was awoken, and it would not be contained. It was the Dendru, the dread. It was death. Okay. To the east of the castle, across the river, and through the mountain pass. Castle. Castle. Probably not that one. Castle, across the river, through the mountain pass. It grows at the edge of the wood. Maybe there, maybe there. Is there another castle? Castle there, but I don't see a mountain pass. There's a mountain pass. Has to be here. Okay. Or right there. I suppose either are an option. Let's try and build up the will to explore. Okay. So either here or perhaps here. I'm gonna try this one. Sometimes, I swear. The trees sway effortlessly in the cool breeze. The low hum of crickets chirping rides the wind. A sense of calm washes over me, and I'm rewarded with a new find. Oh no! That is the snare. That is the snare. That is absolutely the snare. This is not Swift Snare. No. No. That just screams Devil's Snare, Swift Snare. It moves fast. For a plant. Yes. Yes, I bet it would. Okay. Verona. It is time. The servant is on the move again. Time to act. Meet me at the ritual site. I hope for our sakes that, yeah. Yeah, okay. Let's figure out the ritual site. Okay. Created near Blackcomb to the south of the Watcher. The Great Oak and the Dendru. South of the Watcher, the Great Oak. Here. A small stone shrine sits off to one side of the clearing. 5 grooves run out from the center of the stone, widening into recesses at the base. 5 slots for 5 plants. First is the corpse's friend. Corpse's friend. Devil's Nightcap. Then the ankle grabber, the binder. That is Swift Snare. Excuse me, book. Yes. Binder, ankle grabber, never let go. Third is Fearbringer. 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 Well, Long Veracund is the 4th one. And the last is, well, we'll find it in a minute. Maiden's Sorrow, Mary's... no, that's the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. Isle of Neptune, Lesser Meridoc. No. Lemon Dandy. No. Larkshine. No. Lady of Summer. No. Jacob's Worth. Elderfinium. Is the fifth one. There's Elderfinium. So now we need the Fearbringer. Suffering from hypothermia, mushrooms. Oh no. I did not see a plant description that said anything about Fearbringer. The Fearbringer. Spongy, no, no. Box button, no. No. Oh. Harlequin Blue, maybe? I mean, maybe. It's worth a try. Nope. Not Harlequin Blue. Understood. Alright, not Henchuck. Not Hopheart. Jacob's Worth, no. Lady of Summer, no. No, not Larkshine, not Lemon Dandy. No, not Lesser Meridoc. Not Isle of Neptune. Palliance? No. I mean, maybe Pennybell? Since it's a hallucinogen? But that doesn't make sense. Like, that doesn't bring fear. Sour Bandy, no. Spring Wax Cap, no. The only thing I could think of maybe then would be Storian, and I don't think we have any Storian. Unless we do. Nope. Stinking Mount Cap. No. Twilight Lepiota? Plant of Gloom and Despair and Dark Magic? Don't let the pretty flowers fool you. It smells awful. Answer, no. Widow's Well. I literally just slapped myself in the face. Because I had it done. Like, I knew all 5 of the plant. Stand back and watch as Verona walks around the shrine, muttering soft incantations. It feels like a long time passes before she looks up, but in reality it was perhaps only 10 minutes. Nothing's happening. What do you mean nothing's happening? Have we got the right plants? I think so. Perhaps we just need to be patient. A huge splintering crash behind us makes us all spin round to look across the clearing. A huge creature, its head and shoulders visible above the treetops, is making its way towards us, ripping up trees as it advances. The servant. Oh boy. What was that about being patient? I think we're out of time. At that moment, the woman in the jade mask comes hurtling out of the woods at the other side of the clearing. She takes in the scene and heads towards Reuben, ripping her mask off and flinging it into the dirt. Reuben's daughter, Thea! Reuben runs towards her and they embrace in the center of the clearing as the servant bears down. I could clearly see the tears flowing down Thea's stricken face as she looks up at her father. I'm so sorry. I've been a fool. I thought I could control it, but I can't. It's too strong. What have I done? She runs towards us at the shrine, bringing out a small vial of red liquid from within a cloak and thrusting it into Verona's hands. It's your blood. Verona knows what to do with that, apparently. But before she can act, the servant bursts through into the clearing, sending a 100-year-old ash and elm hurtling as though they were saplings. Reuben, buddy, you don't stand a chance there, big guy. You might want to stop. No, instead, Reuben locks eyes with the servant and grabs a sturdy branch, running off to the side to draw the creature away from the shrine. The huge beast lunges towards him with a terrifying roar. Reuben brings up the branch as the servant closes the gap and brings its large skeletal claw arching down. The branch splinters, and Reuben is sent reeling backwards, but he doesn't have time to regain his footing before the beast is on him, slashing and maiming. You did this, girl. Thea crumples to the floor, wailing. With mild effort at best, exactly. Wailing as Verona fumbles with the stoppered vial, turning back towards the shrine. She pours the blood into a small cavity at its base, and then everything happens at once. The servant makes a desperate charge towards us, and I am certain that we are going to be devoured. But Thea steps forward and raises her arms. Get back, servant. Stop, I command you. The serpent falters for a moment as though wrestling against some invisible force, but it regains control almost immediately. It thrusts one spear-like appendage forward and impales Thea through the abdomen. At the same time, a pillar of bright white light launches out of the shrine towards the serpent and hits it in the chest. The huge beast shrieks and staggers backwards, flinging Thea's lifeless body to one side. Ow! Ow! Ow, that hurt. There's an almighty thunderclap and a blinding flash of light. Yeah, blinding, I would say so. And suddenly, the serpent is gone. A patch of charred ground smolders where it stood moments before. My head is spinning at what has just happened. Did it work? Have we defeated the servant? Yeah, you're telling me, cat. We performed the ritual. With the dust settled and the servant vanquished, I have been able to reflect on the events of the last few weeks. The devastation wrought by Ancient Beast was greater than anyone had imagined. By the end, Thea had lost control entirely, as has been made clear from the tales coming from Havrig and Boodle. Without our intervention, who can say what the final toll would have been? In contrast, Undermare has never felt so jubilant, so full of life. All the nervous tension that had built up evaporated in an instant, and the people have plowed their energies into celebration and merriment. They do not know the whole truth, of course, that Thea, the woman in the jade mask, was the one who summoned the servant. In the end, she gave her life to help us defeat it. Verona and I have kept quiet by unspoken agreement. As for myself, well, I'm back in the calm of strange horticulture, of course, with Hellebore for my company. It's quieter around here, and I miss my friend Reuben, but I am content, and there are always more plants to learn about and discover. The servant is gone, a victory of sorts, but one tinged with the sadness at the death of our friend. Ending 1. Reuben is dead. Verona is alive. The cultist is in hiding. The hunter is wounded. Isidore Burbage is alive. And he's suing us. If I play this game again, I'm going to give him some bad plants. And there's the credits. Exactly, Phoenix. Exactly. Well, that has been Strange Horticulture. Earlier, 57 out of 77 plants identified. Have you ever heard of the Monastery of the Black Veil? I think it would interest you. I learned of it from a man from Ravenglass. If you're ever in that part of the world, you should ask him about it. He owns the Horseshoe Inn on Main Street. Well, I don't know if I will be doing this, but certainly it would be next broadcast if I do so. In the meantime, H.C. Bailey is streaming one of my favorite games of all time, and that is Final Fantasy Tactics. So I am going to call it here, and we are going to raid H.C. Bailey. Thank you all for joining me. I will be posting these VODs to Twitch, or to YouTube, eventually. I'll see y'all next week. Maybe for more Strange Horticulture. Maybe for something else. Maybe we'll start playing Strange Antiquities.